up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee, and we about to talk about this good old Kandi and the gang. Let's get into it, shall we? First of all, y'all, I'm gonna start this off by saying, Kandi, Chandrika, let's just go ahead and rip the band-aid off, okay? It's time to just stop. Just let her go on and be free as a bird, because it's really ghetto. It's giving ghetto with her working here, and y'all just need to go ahead and just go ahead, rip the freaking band-aid off already and fire her ass. Okay, but anyway, let's just get into this daggone review. So Kandi and Todd talk about doing a town hall. Okay, where in this town hall, they're going to basically have all the people that work at the restaurant come and meet together. They're going to do this without Philip, so that they can, hopefully everybody will be open and honest about how they feel about what's going on in the restaurant. Okay, so they set this up, but before the town hall starts, Patrick brings before the town hall scene, Patrick brings Safari into the restaurant, and Chandrika got the stank face on. Now, in Homegirl's confessional, she's like, "Oh my god, like, why is he always bringing his chicks in here? I don't even care about him or whatever, but why is he always bringing these chicks in here? It's a million restaurants in Atlanta. Why does he have to bring them in here so they can have a free meal? Well, bitch, why do you give a fuck? If I don't give a fuck about a nigga, I don't give a damn where the hell he take his chickadees, okay? You can take that bitch to McDonald's for all I care, or you can take her and sit right next to me at this damn hostess stand. I don't give a damn about what the hell you doing if I don't give a damn about you. So clearly, you missing them rump sessions in the back room. I'm just saying, because you looking like you're in a tizzy over a homeboy bringing his girl up in here. But whatever. But my thing is, you get free meals, right? And I've been to OLG. The food slaps. It's very good. Why you get your girl, Patrick, just some cornbread and you had a little salad? Do y'all have like a budget on how much food y'all can get? I understand. Listen, you can't be coming up here and doing a whole food with the food, okay? But I'm just saying, y'all could have got something a little better than that, especially for the cameras. But anyway, moving right along, Patrick sits down, and then he talks to Brandon. Brandon comes over, and he's making sure that they're coming to his birthday party or whatever. And then Brandon walks off, and Patrick introduces Brandon to Safari, whatever. So then Torrin comes in, okay? And Torrin is talking to Patrick, and he's like saying, "Hey, good to see you. Nice to meet you in person." To Safari, "Yeah, when are we going to get started with your housewarming and decorating your house and all that?" So Patrick goes right in for the kill and says, "Yeah, man, about that. I'm gonna go ahead and let my lady do all that. Yeah, we not even gonna have the housewarming. Yeah, she went on and ixnayed that too. So yeah, I'm gonna just let her decorate or whatever." And Torrin is like, "Wait a minute, I thought she did booties and not decorating. What in the hell is going on here?" So Torrin is taken back, which I understand. So he's like, "Oh, okay, whatever. That's cool. Nice to meet you." And he walks over, and then he goes over to the hostess stand talking shit about them to Chandrika, and then he walks off. I'm just like, well, listen, I mean, it ain't like you hurting for work. Why are you? And then how much was he really gonna pay you to decorate his little apartment? You ain't missing no money. But whatever. I think it's the principle of it all. Like, why you gotta tell me right in front of her like that? You could have had that conversation with me at another time, but whatever. Moving right along, Kandi and Todd have the town hall meeting, and Todd talks about, beforehand, Philip's attitude being his approach is really, he really wants to get rid of everybody and start over with a clean slate. And Kandi tells Todd that she has to talk to Chandrika and other employees, and she talks to Chandrika and other employees, and they pretty much said that Philip overreacted with the whole Brian situation. And, he just really don't like Brian. And it is what it is. And basically said it just that situation with Brian wasn't really that deep. So they're just basically going to have this town hall meeting without Philip and everybody there. So in hopes that everyone's going to be honest about what's going on in the restaurant. So of course Dominique doesn't come because she's special. She can do whatever the fuck she wants, and she somewhere stretching her booty out and dancing. Okay, girl, whatever. It's your world, squirrel. Do whatever the hell you want because everybody lets you do it, and it is what it is. It must be a shortage of damn bartenders and hostesses in fucking Atlanta because both of them motherfuckers do whatever the hell they want. Whatever. Anyway, Dom doesn't. So then the first person to say something, they open up the floor for everybody to speak. A server named Juju asks about the stands. He's like, the stands are a problem. We need to get new stands. Don Juan jumps in and says, we've been had stands like weeks ago. What? That's your manager's fault. Why, Brandon? What was said? Why you ain't bring the stands out? And Brandon was like, oh, well, I didn't know that we had them. Well, Brandon, what the? I thought the manager's job was to, make sure inventory and things is right and systems is put together. What the hell you do all day besides stare at Dominique's ass? And she late to work all the damn time. So you got to be doing something between the time that her ass ain't there. She ain't at this meeting. So clearly she don't come to work like she's supposed to. So what are you doing all day? I digress. But anyway, then Rashard says, he is discouraged because he has to write everything down write everybody's name down on a piece of paper. And he's used to using the iPad over at Blaze, their other restaurant. And he said, it makes him feel a little uncomfortable to have to call people from his personal cell phone to tell them that their table is ready. Which I feel him on that because I don't need these motherfuckers calling me later and saying, hey, who this? You called me? No, I didn't. Yeah, that was me that called you for your table earlier. And if anything, Kandi and Todd, you need to have a cell phone that's directly for the restaurant. They shouldn't have to be using their personal phones to call people. And Todd seemed like in the confessional after Rashard said that he had an attitude like, you just need to do your job. I'm so tired of people complaining. No, that's a serious complaint. Yeah, that's serious because I'm a hostess for your restaurant. Y'all don't pay my cell phone bill. Okay? Regardless of what you think, you don't pay my cell phone bill. So I'm not calling people from my personal phone to tell them that their table is ready. Oh, no, man, Pam. Where's the phone in this restaurant? Because I'll be damned. These motherfuckers ain't calling me later. Okay? Because when I leave work behind. I don't want to be dealing with this shit later. So y'all need to get a damn phone or a type of system of sorts where y'all can call people. Y'all need to get pages, something. I don't know what you need to do, but you need to figure it out where people that work there don't need to be using their damn personal cell phones to call people. That's dead, okay? And they ain't never gonna be alive. Moving right along. Then Ty asks, how does everyone feel about Philip? So Melvin says he likes working with Philip and he feels like there's a lot that he can learn from Philip. But then Torrin pops in and says, well, I don't feel that way about Philip. I feel like Philip is like, I'm above it all. And it is what it is. He above the realm. He ain't got to listen to nobody because he's the head honcho, the HBIC. And y'all just better bow down, bitches. And so Don Juan gets up and does a whole theatrical show that nobody bought tickets to. And he's like, you came in, Torrin, talking about, I do the events. And I was like, oh my God, Don Juan, why you had to do all that? You ain't got to do all that. That is unprofessional. Why you imitating him like that? I don't like that. That's not cute. And Torrin says, well, if he going in his confessional, he says, if he going to imitate me, he need to do it right. I'm just like, oh. I don't think that's helping the situation. It didn't. Moving right along, but luckily Torrin didn't take it personal and go further with it than it really needed to be. But I don't think that was helpful, Don Juan. It wasn't. So then after Don Juan imitates him, then Kandi asks Chandrika if she has anything to say, because typically she very vocal and got the most shit to say, but today she damn Silence of the Lambs. She ain't got shit to say. She's like, no, well, Philip isn't here, so I don't really have anything to say. Like basically like he's her only problem at times. And so Patrick speaks up and says, well, I know you fucking lying because you said that the food is not consistent every day. You get it one way one day and another way another day. You said that. You did. And then Chandrika says, well, people have told me that the food is not consistent. So that's it. And so Melvin speaks up and says, the food should taste the same every time. Like we have recipes, the food should be the same whether I'm there or not. We've had some, changes in the staff or whatever, but everybody from my knowledge has been following the recipes. And then even the old lady gang, they were like, I know you fucking lying. You better not be talking about my damn food, okay? The food is good. We got the best food in Atlanta in here. I know you ain't talking about my food. So they was pissed at Chandrika. And mind you, she's sitting right next to them. So yikes. Okay. So then moving right along, Marie says, and she's one of the waitresses. She says, well, who's responsible for cleaning the menus? Because I'm getting conflicting back and forth. That then they go into a scene where apparently Marie asked Chandrika about who's supposed to clean the menus, and Chandrika goes off on her ass in the back of the damn restaurant, and she just trying to figure out who's supposed to clean the damn menus. So Chandrika says, first of all, you need to shut up because you already asked me about that, and I already done told your ass about that. Okay, so why is you fucking coming for me about this damn menu or whatever? And Kandi says, hold on, pause. What we not about to do is be doing that. We gonna talk to each other with respect, because that's disrespectful what you doing. Okay, you need to bring it on down in my Kandi voice. Okay. So then, Chandrika's like, well, we have scan menus, they can scan the menu. So we only have 10 menus. So I don't even know what her problem is. Then they say, you know what? Everybody needs to wipe the menus down. If you see a menu that's dirty, wipe it down. It doesn't matter whose job it is. If you see something on the floor, I've seen managers see a piece of paper on the floor and step over it because they feel like that's not their job. So they just have a lot of issues with people feeling like, oh, that's not my job, and just not doing what needs to be done. At the end of the day, the restaurant needs to be kept up, and people just need to do their part. Just get it done. Like, all of this extra is just ridiculous. So then Mama Joyce says Brandon really doesn't do no work, basically. And then Aunt Bertha says she spoke to Brandon one time, and he didn't speak to her. So there's no way she will ever speak to him again. I was like, woo, child. They are throwing Mr. Brandon right on under the dag on the bus and rolling over his back. So Brandon gets up and hugs Aunt Bertha and says, it ain't nothing personal, Aunt Bertha. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it like that. And Aunt Bertha's still giving him the stiff stank face, like, I know you fucking lying. You better get off of me, because I don't do the hugs. That's ridiculous. Okay. I still don't like your ass. All right. So then in between all of the town hall meeting, you can see Philip. They introduce him and his friend Andre. And apparently Andre says, Philip says Andre knows his personality the best. Like, he knows him really well. And he says he doesn't. He basically tells Andre, listen, they having this town hall meeting today, but I ain't got the patience for none of these folks. I think it's just counterproductive keeping them all, really, in my opinion. We just need to go on and get rid of them. And Andre looking at him like, you up in there starting shit, ain't you? Yep. That face you making right there? That's the start shit face. That's what you doing. So moving right along, Torrance sees Patrick in the parking lot before he goes into Old Lady Gang. He's coming in to work for the day. And he basically addresses the issue with Safari when he first met her at the restaurant. And he's like, what was said? Like, what was going on with that? Like, I really felt very disrespected. Like, let's talk about the elephant in the room. And Patrick was like, yeah, man, I'm a little whipped or whatever, And I'm like, Patrick, that ain't cute, sir. Okay? Your girl is like controlling everything around you. She don't even live with you, as Torrance said. Like, why is she controlling all this stuff and her ass don't pay not one bill in your house? Make it make sense, sir. I don't get it. If you want to have a housewarming, you can have a housewarming. You're warming your house because she's acting very lukewarm. And mind you, it ain't just your place. It's Melvin's house too. So what if Melvin want to have a housewarming? What does Safari have to say about that? I don't understand. But anyway, Torrance says, I don't know. I don't think so. Patrick kind of alludes to, he apologizes for being whipped. And he says, I do still want to have the housewarming. You know, can you still do that for me? And Torrin is like, listen, man, you need to get your household in order. You need to talk to your girl because I am not about to get hooked up and linked up into this BS. And you going to come back to me saying, all right, I thought about it. We ain't going to do it again. He like, nope, you just let me know what you want to do after you talk to your girlfriend because she clearly is in charge. So the next scene, Patrick goes home and talks to Safari about the housewarming. And she says, we already talked about this. I don't even know why we're still having this discussion, but it is what it is. We're not having the housewarming. I don't feel comfortable. And he's like, well, why you don't want to have the housewarming? What's the problem? He's like, she's like, I don't feel comfortable. He's like, what if we go over the guest list together? So basically, she was okay with everybody but Torrin and Chandrika and her dude. Which I don't know why he got to invite Chandrika and her dude anyway. You was fucking her. So, I mean, she ain't got to come to your damn house and know where you live. Clearly she still likes you because she was having a whole conniption when you brought homegirl in to have some cornbread and salad. Moving right along. I don't know what type of, I done already told y'all that meal was whack. But anyway. Moving right along. He says, okay. She says, I'm still not with this housewarming thing, even after looking at the list. I think it's a dead situation. He says, okay, well, let's just revisit this after you meet everybody at Brandon's birthday party. Then once you fill everybody out, we'll see if the housewarming is still a go. Deal? And she says, okay, deal. So in the next scene, Rashard goes to visit Brian, which I absolutely love Brian. Like, I love Brian's personality. Like, I would hang with Brian. Like, I feel like Brian is such a positive piece of energy. Like, I can just feel the positivity coming from him. He seems like a good Judy, like a good friend, like tell it like it is, funny. I can hang with Brian. I like Brian. Please give us more Brian because he is awesome. Okay. So moving right along, Rashard and Brian must have, built a friendship because he got Rashard coming over his damn house. So Rashard is helping Brian make some egg rolls. So they're making the egg rolls together. Brian has Rashard make his own egg roll, and his business has actually been doing well while he's been suspended from Old Lady Gang. So he's like, you know what? I ain't been in a rush to go back to that damn restaurant because I've been selling out of my egg rolls over here. So I ain't really pressed to be going back there. So he has Rashard make his own egg roll. Rashard done burnt his damn egg roll. I would have liked to see a real egg roll and how it's made. But anyway, so they sit down and talk. And Rashard talks about basically how, Brian starts talking about how Brandon had him making drinks because Dominique was 4 hours late to work. And then he's just like, Brandon is just hella unprofessional. And Rashard was like, yeah, and Brandon seems like he can do whatever he want, including fuck the staff. And then he says, I was like, so Dom, you think you hiding it from everybody that y'all fucking did? They know. They not stupid, sis. Okay. So then they go back into talking about the egg rolls, and Rashard says, he really likes the egg roll. It's very flavorful. And Brian also has like a secret sauce that goes with it. So if I go back to Atlanta, I would love to try one of Brian's egg rolls. They look delicious. And that sauce looked really tasty too. So in the next scene, Brandon invites Philip to his birthday party. And he says he's appreciative of the invite. And he asks Brandon how he feels about the staff today because he said they seem to be very receptive of him despite how everything's been going previously. And Brandon says, you know what, I think over time everybody is getting used to each other, so now they pretty much know their roles and they're playing them. So Kandi and Todd go to the restaurant, and you can see people taking photos of her and Todd as they come in, which I thought was really cool. And I love the fact that they come in and they're very down to earth. They take pictures with people. They're very, welcoming. So Don Juan pulls Kandi and Todd outside and basically tells them that he done caught damn Chandrika on the ring camera saying Kandi and Todd don't give no fucks about their concerns in the rest of people's concerns in the restaurants. And Kandi says, we've known her since the beginning. So, and Don Juan says, which is even more reason why this is messed up. Like, we can't keep on condoning this behavior. So Kandi and Todd agree that they're going to sit down and have a conversation with her. So in the next scene, Brandon meets his family and friends at Blaze for his B-Day dinner. How convenient. They go to Blaze. Kandi, you gonna make sure you promote all your shit on this TV show. I see you, sis. So Patrick and Safari arrive, and Brandon doesn't know whether Dom is going to come or not. But you can see she's actually going to come and surprise him because she told him she wasn't going to come. So she surprises him and shows up with Torn. And when Brandon's mom sees her, she's really impressed. She's like, "Oh, she's really pretty." So Brandon brings everybody sits down. Brandon's talking to his family. Dom and Torrin are over there talking to Patrick and Safari. And then Brandon comes over and pulls Dominique away and says, because he says, "Oh, the table is ready. Everybody go sit down." So he sends the rest of his family into the table, and he pulls Dominique over to talk to, except his parents. So it's just him, Dominique, and his parents talking. So they're pretty impressed with Dom. You know, the dad is like, "So who's the boss? You or him?" And Dom's Brandon says her. And Dom and Brandon's mom like, "Good answer," or whatever the case may be. So they're chit-chatting, and then Dom says, "Ooh, Dom Black? That sounds cute." Like, you know, the parents are pretty much trying to figure out where is this going? What is the definition of what you guys are freaking doing? So they're having a good conversation, but back on the other side, Patrick, Torrin, and Safari are talking. And so Patrick is trying to find a way to exit left so that he can have Torrin and Safari get to know each other more. So he says, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom." So he gets up, or says he's gonna go get a drink. So he leaves, and they're talking. And Torrin is trying to smooth things over with Safari and just kind of like be on level playing field with her. And she says, listen, he says, "That was really kind of interesting how we met, but now that I've had a chance to talk to you a little more, I can kind of see the dynamics between you guys, and I love the vibe that you guys have." So he's trying to smooth things over with her, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm really just here tonight so I can feel everybody out and see if this housewarming is really going to happen or whatever." So Torrin is just like, "Sis, you do booties, I do bedrooms. What are you talking about?" So he's like, "All right, whatever. I'm gonna let you have it. He over here whipped over you. It is what it is. I'm gonna just go ahead and move on with the vibes, whatever it's given." Okay. So I guess they on cool terms. I don't know what the hell that situation was, but whatever. So the last scene, Kandi and Todd come in and greet Chandra. Kandi greets Chandrika. And she says to Chandrika, "Hey, how's everything going?" And Chandrika says, "Yeah, I'm just about to call some guests in and see them. Everything's going well." So Todd calls Kandi and lets her know that he's in the back. So they go and sit down, and Kandi and Todd agree that they're not going to tell her that they saw her on camera saying what she said. They just going to feel her out and see what she says. So Kandi tells Chandrika to follow her out back. They sit down and have a conversation. So Todd is like, "We've had some rumblings around the restaurant, and we know that you weren't very vocal in the meeting, and you typically are the most vocal person. So it was kind of shocking to us that you didn't have anything to say." So Kandi says, "I'm gonna just go ahead and cut to the chase. What was said? Because we had heard that you said that we don't give no fucks about our restaurant or whatever." And she was like, "Who said that?" She pulled a Portia, y'all. I was like, "Listen, Chandrika, girl, you was found out. You was caught red-handed, okay?" So Todd is like, "Listen, everybody talks, whatever, but we find it very disrespectful that we're in here trying to make positive changes, and you basically in here talking about us, and whatever is said is going to get back to us, whether you know it or not. It's going to get back to us, and it has. So what made you say that, and why?" And so Kandi says, "You know what? It is what it is." And Chandrika says in her confessional, she's like, "I really need to know who the hell did this, because if I got to go out, I'm gonna throw some motherfuckers under the bus too, because I ain't gonna be under the bus by my damn self. I need to find out who said this." And mind you, sis, it don't matter who said it. The point is you said it. And you keep talking shit about this place that you don't want to be at. It sounds like you don't want to be here, but you do want to be here. I don't understand. You keep showing up every day. You're late most of the time, it seems like. You always talking shit about this place, but you haven't found another job. So why are you so disrespectful and so negative? Connie says, "Just messy. Everybody needs stitches. Straight up snitch." Thank you, Connie, for watching. Yes, those people. That's the whole restaurant needs a whole total revamp. from Philip on down. Philip need an attitude adjustment. Chandrika just need to be fired. It's giving ghetto. It's very ghetto. So it ends with Kandi basically asking her, "Do you even want to be here?" Like that's the question of the day. So we'll see what she says in the next episode. But in my opinion, y'all giving her too many damn chances. It's very unprofessional how she's talking about y'all, and then now it's on TV. I can just imagine how she's being disrespectful all around the restaurant. And I know customers probably overhearing her talking shit. And if she's doing it openly, that means that other people are probably doing it too. So Philip might be right with needing an overhaul. I don't like his attitude and the manner in which he goes about things. I think that he can be more professional in his approach. But at the end of the day, it's giving ghetto. It really is. Like, if the food wasn't as great, I know people would not be lined up around that damn corner for that restaurant because the service is very lacking, it seems. But anyway, I'm loving Kandi and the gang so far. It's definitely giving Black Vanderpump Rules, but better to me, in my opinion. I can't wait till everybody develops. Please give us more Brian. We love Brian. He's awesome. And anyway, thank y'all for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else that watches this show. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.